Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to add one-to-many field in Odoo version 15. So currently in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 15 community edition where we are continuing our Odoo 15 development tutorials. So what we will be discussing in this video is about how to add one-to-many field in Odoo. So as a sample, if I go to the sales module and if you open any of the records and if you click on edit button, you can see a field over here. So this is called as one to many field in Odoo. So in sale order, you can see we can add products like this, n number of products we can add. So this is a one to many field. So if you just place your mouse over here in the tooltip, you can see the name of the field is order line and its type is one to many. So let's see how we can add such a field inside the hospital module. So I'll go to the hospital module and then to the appointments, and if I open any of the appointments, we already have two notebooks here. So and I have named it as pharmacy. So I'll be adding a one to many field in order to record pharmacy details inside the appointment. So in order to add one to many field, we need to have an extra model. So that extra model, you can use any of the existing model according to your need, or you can define the new model. So we will be defining a new model in order to record the pharmacy details, like when an appointment is done and if the patient needs some medicine from the pharmacy, the doctor has to record which all medicine has to be given for this patient. So we will be adding a one to many field here with a new model. So first we have to define the new model to record the pharmacy details. So I'll go to the PyCharm and here we have the OM hospital module, and if I open the models folder and appointment.py, so this is the appointment model. So I have to add one new model. So I'll simply copy these, and at the bottom of this file, or you can create a separate file. So I'll just add in the same file itself. There is no problem if you need to add it as a separate file. So I'll name it as pharmacy or appointment pharmacy line. Appointment pharmacy details. Let me give the class name appointment pharmacy line, and I will name it as model name pharmacy lines. Then you have to give a description for the model. So whenever you define a new model, don't forget to give the description, and I'll copy the class name and I'll put some space. So I have just defined a model name appointment pharmacy line with description appointment pharmacy lines, and then I have to add. So in that line, what we are going to do, we are going to record the medicine details. So I'll consider the product in the Odoo as the medicine. So I'll use the product ID. So I'll just show you fields dot many to one to product model product dot product. What I'm going to do is that in this line we are going to add one to many, and one to many will have a many to one field of product. So I'll just explain, don't get worried, and I'll add another field, fields dot integer, fields dot integer, and I'll give the string as quantity, and I'll show the price also just for a information, or I'll give the name as price unit equal to fields dot, I'll give float now string as price. So simply I have defined a new model with three fields: product ID, price unit, and quantity. So we have successfully defined a new model. Now what we have to do, we have to give security for the model in the CSV file. So whenever you define a new model, you have to give security for that model. So I'll copy the model and I'll give the necessary security. So I'll give the name as access appointment pharmacy line, and I'll paste it here also. I'll put underscore instead of dot. Then I'm hospital appointment pharmacy line. I'll give here also I'm hospital dot model name for base dot group user. I am giving all the access rights like read, write, unlink, and the create permission. All the permission is granted. Now what we have to do, so we have successfully added a model. So let's upgrade and confirm that there is no error. So I'll go to the UI and I will upgrade IM hospital module. So I'll click on upgrade and we will confirm there is nothing wrong. So we have successfully added a model, and you can confirm it by going to the settings, technical, database structure, and you have models. So if you search for pharmacy, you can see the model appointment pharmacy lines, and if you open, you have the fields like product ID, quantity, and price unit along with the Odoo default field. So we have successfully defined the new model. Now what we have to do, we have to define one to many field. So we will be defining the one to many field in the main model, that is hospital dot appointment. So here what I will do, I will define a new field, named it as pharmacy line IDs. So whenever you define a one to many field, it has to end as IDs. So whenever you define a one to many field, keep in mind that it has to end in IDs because it contain multiple records. So that is the naming convention. For many to one, when there is only a single record, we will end in ID, and for one to many fields will be ending as IDs. So fields dot one to many. You are going to define one to many field. One to many. So fields dot one to many. Now what you have to give, which model you need to show. So I'm saying in one to many, I need to show this model, appointment pharmacy line. So I'll copy this and I'll put it here. So I'm saying in this one to many, I have to point to this model. So that is the first attribute, the model name. Then you have to give a value here. I'll come to that, and you have to give string pharmacy lines. I'll give string as pharmacy line. So I have given the string. Now what you have to give here, you have to give a many to one relation from here. So here you have to add a many to one relation to this model. So what I'll do here, in this model you have to add a many to one field, appointment ID equal to fields dot many to one, and I'll give this model and give the string as appointment. So what I have done is, in this newly created model, I have defined a many to one field. So in order to working of the one to many field, you should have a many to one field referring to the original model. So this is the main model where we define one to many field, and here we have a many to one field. Now I'll copy this field name, appointment ID, and I will give here. So here this is one to many field. I have specified the model. Then from this model, you have to specify a field here that points to the same model here. So here appointment ID is referring to this model. So I have given that. That is a relation field, and string as pharmacy lines. So this is how we can add one to many field. So I'll just upgrade and we will see the rest. So I'll go to the UI and I'll keep this tab here, and I'll duplicate and I'll upgrade IM hospital module. So from here I'll upgrade IM hospital module. So the module is getting upgraded, and if you come to the settings, so if you go to the appointments, there is nothing that you can see in the form now because we haven't made any change in the form. So in the UI there will be no change yet. So we will be going here in these models, and if you check the models, you can see a newly appointment ID, a minute one field is added here. And what about if I search appointment model, appointment? So let's search appointment model, and if you click on edit, let's search for one to many field. Here you can see activity ID. So where is pharmacy line IDs? You can see pharmacy line IDs of one to many, and a relation field. You can see relation field is set, relation model equal to appointment pharmacy line. So we have successfully added one to many field. Now what we have to do, we have to add the field inside the view so that we can see it in the form. So what I'll do is that I'll simply copy the field name and I will open our view, that is appointment view.xml, and this is the notebook, and I'll place the field here. Field name equal to give your name, close the field. So I'll do like this. Simply I have added the field like this, and let's upgrade the module and see. So right now pharmacy is empty, and I'll navigate from here and I'll upgrade OM hospital module. So the module has been upgraded. Now if I come to the appointments and if I open appointment, click on edit, come to the pharmacy, you can see something is appearing over here, and we have some error, unknown ID. So we have some error. So because it's coming like this, because we have successfully added the one to many field, but there is some more thing that you have to define inside this. So the syntax is, so I have just defined the field here one to many, then you have to add a tree inside the one to many. That is, if you come to the sales, so if you go to the sales and if you open any of the record, I'll open a quotation, and if you click on edit, you can see there is a tree similar to what we have seen here. You can see number like that, you can see a tree. So inside one to many you have to define the tree, a tree view. So I just added the tree tag, and I'll define field name equal to which all fields you need to see, what all fields you have to record, the fields that we have added in this model, the one to many model. We have product, I'll copy that, I'll put it over here, control D, and price unit, and I will add quantity. So I have added the tree. Similarly you have to add form also in the one to many. So if you come to here and if you click on this record, if you this record here, if you click on this record, it will pop up. So you have just understand, you have to define form view also for the one to many. So inside the group tag I will copy these three fields and I'll put it here. So simply I have added a form view and tree view inside one to many. So here you can see I haven't closed, the one to many is closed here, this tag, and inside that one to many field I have defined a tree and form. So let's upgrade the module and see the change. So currently we have the pharmacy like this. So from here we will be upgrading Odoo module, that is OM hospital module. So the module is upgraded successfully. If I come to the appointments and if I open this cancelled one, click on edit pharmacy, now you can see the difference. Earlier we have only ID, and right now you have product, price and quantity. And if you click on add line, still you are getting the error. So there is something wrong. So let's try to trace that. And product ID, product dot product. So maybe I have to give the depends. So I think something has wrong here. Fields dot many to one product dot product. So let me add the depends into the depends of our module. Let me add product, because the product dot product is coming from product module. Fields dot many to one product dot product, it's right. Float integer hospital dot appointment. So everything seems right. So let me upgrade the module once again and let me confirm. Maybe the depends is causing the problem. So let me go to the UI and I'll upgrade module once again. So if you click on update app list, I'll make sure that the dependency is added, technical data. You can see the product dependency is installed, and I'll upgrade the module once again. So the module has been upgraded now, and if I open appointment, cancelled one, edit pharmacy. You can see right now the error has been disappeared. So because the missing dependency. So the product model is coming from product module. If you check this product model, so inside Odoo source code, you have a module called product, and if you scroll down, you can see a module called product. PROD, yeah. And if you open this and search for point in path, and if you search inside Python, you will see the model will be defined in this file product. Let me search again, maybe double inverted comma. Yeah, you can see the product is, you can see the product is defined inside the product module. Thus we have added product as a dependent module for our module, and that error has been disappeared. Now here you can see on clicking add a line, a pop-up is coming. So this is the form view that we have defined here. Here you can see we have defined a form view with product, price, unity, and quantity. So on clicking the add a line, the corresponding form view of one-to-many will be coming. From here we can select the product and quantity, how much quantity, 3 quantity, save and close. It will be added over here. Click add a line, select the next product, enter its quantity, click on save, and it will be recorded over here. You can see it's coming here. But you may think, why clicking add a line it pops up rather than in sale order? We can directly enter here. If you go to the quotation in the sale order, if you click on add a line, we can directly add here. So in order to get that functionality, that is, instead of popping up, we have to enter man directly there. Then what you have to do, you have to add one more attribute, that is editable bottom. Editable bottom you have to give over here for the tree view. So simply I have added editable bottom for the one-to-many, and let's upgrade the module and see. So I'll go to the apps menu and I'll upgrade the OM hospital module. So the module is getting upgraded, and if I come back to the appointments, and if I open this, and if I click on edit, here we have pharmacy, add a line. You can see the pop-up is not coming. Instead we can directly select the product, enter the quantity, enter the quantity like this. So we can do little more adjustment. For the quantity you can add the default value as 1, default equal to 1, don't forget to comma. And regarding this float field, I'll put it as a related field. That's a price as a related field, related dot, related of product dot product id dot, just to get price from the product. So if you go to the products model, that is, if you go to the inventory product variants, this is the product model. So here you can see we have the sales price, and if I place the mouse over here, you can see the technical name of this field is list price. So I'll give product id dot list price, so the value will be coming automatically. And for quantity I have set default as 1, and you can make this field as a required field, that is product is required. In this line, required equal to true attribute you can use. So we have just made some change here. So just restart the service, and let's upgrade OM hospital module. So we'll be upgrading the module from here, and you can see the module has been upgraded. And if I come to the appointments, Odoo mates edit pharmacy, and if I click on add a line, this is a required field, so without that we cannot add a line. You have to definitely choose a product, large desk. You can see default value is coming, and on changing of the product, the sales price is also coming automatically because the related field. So this is how you can add one-to-many field in Odoo. One-to-many field in Odoo. So I hope you understood this video, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. And also I'll recommend you to watch a video in Odoo version 14. So I have created a video in Odoo 14 where I have given much more explanation of the same, like there is some more thing. So I will recommend you to watch that for getting a little more information. So I will be adding that video link in the description section. So if you have the time, please do watch that also. So if you have any doubts, feedbacks, or suggestions, don't hesitate to ask or share with us in the email or in the social medias. And if you like the video, please do click the like button, and please refer this channel with your Odoo friends and Odoo starters. And please do click the like button, subscribe the channel, do have a comment and support us. So that's it for the day. Have a nice day. Thank you.